Well, I have to say today is a kind of an inspiring day for me, to be able to kind of step out of the madness of kind of running an international organisation on zero money, 60% drop in our funds, and trying to manage to keep up the delivery of what we're set up to do in our mission and vision, and to come down to UL is just, I just kind of feel, it's a real uplift. It's like being in the auditorium today. I just felt so proud. I felt so proud of each and every student that was being honoured, and I had kind of a close ear to try and hear what kind of activities that the students were involved in. And historically, I can just see that there's a great sense of internationalism. Like, it's lovely, to build locally, but to think globally is so important. And I suppose it's just through the power of volunteering programs such as this one that you can build that capacity. Because sometimes I think that education has been so narrow in Ireland. It's been kind of narrowed down to like how many points you get in secondary school, what level are you going to get, what degree are you going to get, and that people define themselves almost by that. And like, really, that's not education. I mean, education is about the mind, body, spirit. And I first heard about the volunteering program here when I had the honour of being given an honorary doctorate, and my ears kind of pricked up when I was talking to your president here, Don, and he spoke about what you had initiated here. Like, and I have to say, from his point of view and from the various faculties that choose to get involved, that takes huge courage and bravery, because just put your head above the parapet on any issue. You'll always get those that'll chop and let's keep the status quo. This is a place of learning, this is a place of high academics. But I really, it's sort of, my heart soars actually on days like today. And just to see the bright faces of all the young men and women, and just seeing that spirit that was so alive there. I kind of say that our world, not just our country, is in great hands, because seeing the mixture of cultures, I loved that. I mean, that brings a different richness as well to the power of what you're doing, because they bring different perspectives. So I love the fact that that you've pioneered it here, and that now that it has been such a great success, that others, and that's really, that is what trend setting is all about actually, and that is about, somebody standing up and being counted. Because sometimes I think in our current society we're also sort of, kind of mid-Atlantic in the kind of accents we have, the looks we're supposed to have, that everything is so standardised. And it's lovely to see as a university that you kind of quietly said, well, we're actually not kind of that run-of-the-mill. And I saw that first with the music and dance school, people that created that, like Hall of Sulawan and others, and I said, this is going to be a university worth watching, young university, but bringing in new talents, new visions, new, kind of giving education a shape. I mean, I think you're marked by volunteering. Like, it gets you to question things in a different way within our own society, how we organise ourselves. And, I tried to expand it today to talk about sort of active citizenship, like to take the big step, or maybe the small step, just beyond volunteering where we think we're doing good. And about, the knights in shining armour and all of that. Like, volunteering has moved on so much from that, and it is about active citizenship, like taking global responsibility and local responsibility, and kind of marrying all of that together, all of us. And I hope that all of the guys and girls that were being celebrated today will take that richness. Maybe they mightn't be active all the time, because activism comes at different phases in our lives. There's kind of a thrust and parry, or there's an ebbing and flowing to that, as you're setting up and getting your careers up and running. But the richness of it stays with you. And like, one of the reasons I spoke today about the story of where we've come from as a people, from our population being halved in the mid-1800s to a policy of starvation. Actually, it wasn't just that there wasn't any food, because there was plenty of food, but it was a deliberate policy of starvation and mass emigration as a result of that. But that where the support came from, and the power of that kind of intervention, and in a sense, in looking at where does our passion come from and where does our compassion come from, it comes from echoes of our different histories, and our different struggles. And I think that there's a real richness in that. So, I take away primarily from today just great hope, and I just kind of feel I can't stop smiling about it, because you were there and I wanted to clap after everybody, because because everybody was achieving so much and everybody took on different things to do. So yeah, I think you can be very proud of your university.
As you said there, there was a 60% drop.